Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Minnesota Vikings. And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25. First down, they'll start with Algier. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They're going to look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Miles. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. He sets to fire deep. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. They were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
Second and 10. Looking to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. On first down, it's Purdy. Over the middle, complete. It's Cook. He'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown! Dalvin Cook, his 14th touchdown now on the year. Vikings take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. He'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. They were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? 2nd and 15. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Vikings are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Completes this to Addison out left. This a 2nd and 8. Purdy. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Back to throw, Purdy. There's Addison. Touchdown, Vikings. From 19 yards away. And the Vikings lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ballgame. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back to throw here. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there. And he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Gun now on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards that time. They'll look to throw again. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. They'll look to throw. The throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force an incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this 1st quarter. And the Vikings are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Purdy's going to throw here, caught by Addison. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Purdy from the gun. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they played. I mean, the defense, too, really. But they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5-0, that's nice. But once you start hitting double digits with these wins and no losses, I think the seriousness of the situation, it just has to ramp up.
Yeah, and when you do say 10-0, it can't scare you as a team. Just think about it this way. For most of the year, they've been playing to win their division and get to the playoffs. Now the playoffs are just about a foregone conclusion. So now they have to down-focus their thoughts about getting home field advantage and finishing unbeaten, and they need to make sure they keep it in that order.
Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Purdy will look to throw again here. And he slides to a halt inside the 10. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
Throwing here, Purdy. And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. T.J. Hockenson with career touchdown number 70. And the Vikings have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. 21-0 our score after one. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it as we resume action. Joseph now to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Now Osborne to return it. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Purdy now to throw off the play action. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
Traditionally, as a defense, your #1 job, stop the run. But in today's football, it's impacting the opposing quarterback. Make him uncomfortable. And so far, they've not been able to do that.
Not at all. He's been really comfortable in the pocket. 3 touchdown passes already.
So that could be an important first sack if they do want to turn things around.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. They go play action here. Purdy under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
18, Buffalo 18, 19 tight, 19 tight, trap 60, trap 60. Check.
Now Purdy. Is scooped up by the 49ers. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the first down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second. And this offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sacked on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
They'll set up a throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now, they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead, but coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota. 53 yards. Purdy now to throw. There's Hockenson in the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Vikings continue to pull away here in this first half. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. The no run back here, fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Miles. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. On first down, Purdy. That is into the hands of Hockenson downfield. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Purdy looking to throw on first down here. Throw left side, and Osborne has it. And they do get him down but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings would extend their lead here just before halftime. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes this 35-0 now. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Give them 19 there as the drive marches forward. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. This taken in at the goal line. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hockenson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Purdy. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. 24 yards the gain there. Another first down as well. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in.
That's to the sideline, and it's intercepted. It's Jair Brown who's got it. And the 49ers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Back to throw here. He's going to wind up and air it out. And got his man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by a Caleb Evans. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Now on first down, it's Purdy. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him, but even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Purdy now on second down. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
69, Warriors 70, Cup 19, Cup 19, 79 Broncos. 18, go.
Shotgun now with Purdy. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him. An incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way, because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
60 biceps, 19 tight, 19, hustle.
Purdy looking to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. Cook will take this into the end zone for a Viking touchdown.
And maybe that's the magic touch right there. They didn't use him at all in the first half, at least running the football. But here they entrust him with some work down in the red zone, and he responds. 1 carry, 1 touchdown.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and it is 42-0. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized. His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
70 ring. Hey, smash.
They'll try and throw for it here. That is caught, and he goes out right around the 39. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Mustang 19. Let's go.
They'll look to throw again. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. And the passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
60
Again, he'll drop to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 41.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing.
Touchdown! K.J. Osborne, 59 yards. And the Vikings will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive will have the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. Second down at 6 now from the 42. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The Niners on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Purdy to throw it on first down. This is caught inside the 15. And finally down it goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. Purdy. There's Hawkinson in the end zone. Touchdown Vikings. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And the Vikings add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. Starting the drive with Algier. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 56 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll drop to throw. Again to the big tight end, George Kittle. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. 2nd down and 8.
At the 41-yard line. Panther 11, Panther 11. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 18 Pioneer. Ready.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Danielle Hunter in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 2. He'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays high.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Another shot to at least get on the board here. This is 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings are going to get the football back as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Give him 30 yards there. Purdy off the play fake. This one caught. It's the tight end Hockenson. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A big play there for Minnesota. 42 yards. Purdy now to throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Joseph now to have the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Here's Algier again on 2nd down. 75 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On 1st and 10, it's Algier. And unable to get downhill there, so he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. Well,